Now there is a bit of a backstory to this upgrade, and it's based on the fact that I had a bit of a mishap. You see, I reviewed this car a couple of months back and it did really well, but then off of camera I had a bit of a mishap.
I came flying down the straight and around to the biggest jump on the track, and then launched the car as high as it would possibly go, and then, mid-air, it lost all power.
Sugar plum fairies. But thankfully, Rlaarlo came to the rescue. Well, actually, I messaged them and begged them for some free parts, to be honest. But of course, the question is, what is it?
So this is Rlaarlo's official C-Hub kit for the DSK. Now, I've been really wanting to review this because I reviewed the car in the past, like I said, and it did really well, but what I want to know is the C-Hub kit going to benefit it even more? Because I do think that, especially on an AstroTurf track, C-Hubs are going to make the car perform a lot better. I could be wrong, but today we're going to find out. That's what this video is all about. Now, this kit is available for you to buy on the Rlaarlo website, and I believe all the other distributors all around the world will be stocking it soon as well, but we've got the metal C-Hubs themselves, the different arms to accommodate the uprights for the C-Hubs, also the upper arms and carbon inserts. That's rather excellent.
I think I may have got some of the names of those parts mixed up, but I'm sure you'll correct me down below. Now, like I say, this kit was sent out to me by Rlaarlo, so I've not paid for it, so that could potentially mean that I'm trying to be too nice to it. Well, no, that's not the case. In a minute, I'm going to show you something that I really don't like about the kit, and we've not even used it yet. But first, let's get on with the build.
Right, well, I've got both built up completely, and I'll be honest, I'm not too impressed. You see, if you want a really good C-Hub assembly, you want to build it with bearings, really. Now, we want bearings in the top here, and also bearings in the bottom to give it really free movement, and this just hasn't, because it's made with a ball joint at the bottom here, and then just a screw and a metal insert in the top, so it just means that it's really just not really nice, really. Yeah. But if it was built with bearings, it would be so silky smooth, and on this part of a car, you want it to be really silky smooth. You don't want any friction at all. Now, I'm going to pop them on the car anyway. We're going to take it down to the track and see how they get on, but I'm already suspicioning, so that's not a word, is it? We're going to see. Let's not knock it until we've tried it. Now, just a little note from future Toby, I took apart the hubs a few times and then put them back together, and it actually freed it up a lot, so it wasn't too bad. At first, it felt terrible. I do still think the kit would benefit from bearings, but does it need it? Well, let's find out.
So we've got both of the hubs on there, and it was actually a really easy build. However, as you can see, we do have a slight camber issue, so I think we're going to have to fix that. And, well, when I say we... Hello, Martin! Hello!
Thankfully, Martin was on site that day to help me out with some fettling, so a big thank you to him. And remember, he is the best RC graphics designer in England, so make sure you hit him up if you need anything to maybe give your RC car a whole new look. Anyway, with that all done, it was time to hit the track.
Hello!
Now, it's actually just a fun day down at the track today, which meant at one point I was being chased down by a car almost 3 times the size of mine.
Oh no! I think it's just the hole's a bit large.
There we go, fixed.
Ready to go again?
So far the car was feeling good, but then I got a little bit distracted trying to annoy a fellow tuber. So with that out of the way, it was time to really test out these hubs.
Every day I trust the devil to cross the line. Just how I want it. Facing the colossus of fear. It knows a little about the fear that I'm about to ride. Just how I want it. Standing waiting by the field.
I almost wish I had another DSK with pillow ball to compare it to at the same time, because it's difficult to tell, but it's definitely not any worse. I'm liking how it's driving, definitely, so not any worse, that's what I'll say so far. What's happening over here then?
Well, Jevon's jevening.
Jevon's jevening. Jevon's had to rebuild his entire car by the look of it for today.
Changing a slight setting on it, and
It's got a bit more.
It's escalated.
Oh, there we go. Fuss about nothing, wasn't it, Pete? Oh, he's proud of this look.
I got it out so I can show how shiny it is.
Yeah, we did notice, this is a brand new wrap by Basher Skins. It looks incredible.
It went on so well then, and it just made it look brand new.
Very smart!
Yes, thank you.
So next up, we're going to watch a bit of the truggy racing, and it turned out to be a little bit violent.
Oh, goodness! Somehow that thing is still going. They just hit the beanbag at full speed. We've got the track owner Peter Goody out there, look, showing us all how it's done. Concentrating very much in his green sunglasses. Oh, Lee's not happy. You lost.
Kept falling over.
Oh. The Lego lady's still there, so it can't have been that bad. So then, after a full race day, what do I think of the C-Hub kit? Well, I do think that I was a little bit tough on it in the beginning, because when you're working with moving parts, it often takes a couple of putting together and then taking apart to get it to go together smoothly sometimes. And that was very much the case with the C-Hubs. I had to put them together a couple of times to really get it to go together nicely, because the first time it felt terrible, and then just after fiddling around with it a little bit, it wasn't so bad. So, especially after running the car now, it's really freed it all up and it feels absolutely fine. But I do think it would have been nice to see some bearings in the kit. You know, it just makes it so much nicer out of the box. We do have to remember that this is a fairly budget kit. It costs around $80, and if we look at something like the Techno C-Hub kit, if you buy all of the bits for that, including the arms, which is what the Rlaarlo set comes with, I think you're looking at around $180 if the conversion over there is the same. I think so. So you are paying a lot less for the Rlaarlo kit, so I don't think it's actually a bad deal. But it would also be nice to just see Rlaarlo maybe make a slightly better version of the kit and then just charge more for it. I don't think people would have a problem with that. So no, I'm not saying it's a bad kit. I would definitely recommend it. Do I think you need it? Well, that's personal preference.
Now, there is a link in the description if you want to check out these hubs for yourself, or you can have a look at one of these other videos here. Toodle pip!